So Swim, please imagine this. Your girlfriend gets to Lord and by chance ends up in your lobby. You both aren't aware about the situation. You start building a comp, let's say Knights, and notice that there's one other player on your comp. Then you notice player's username and realize that your wife's boyfriend is really your girlfriend. What would you do? I assert my dominance. Stay in it. I'd yell across the house, get off my fucking comp. Good day, sir. How are you doing on this 20th day? I'm doing okay. We got third there. I think we could have gotten first. Made a couple minor misplays that ended up adding up. So yeah, in the other lobby, Ninja, Bruised by God, Jordan, and Slicks were top 4. Neckerpain and Moranich, Grey Mao, and Lingili got bottom 4. So it's just basically top 4 total advance and bottom 4 total don't advance, right? I'm pretty sure that's what this format's saying. I do think the meta is still very focused on level value, personally. I think it's probably not even fair. And I think if you want to use last game as an example of that, I think that would be, you know, fair. Obviously, it's not like we played that perfectly, but that also doesn't detract from last game being an example of that, right? I mean, level value builds are just better than role builds, period. I think this has been the case for like 2 months now. It was worse before when good stuff was like tier 0, but now there's maybe more ways to play it, but it's still just like, it's still just what you do. I mean, we can look at last game and we can observe that like Knights and Scrappies and Mages all bombed out early. Of course, it's a 1-game sample size. I'm not going to use last game as like evidence, but what I'm going to use it as an example, because there's a lot of games that end up going like that, where like the level builds just get there. I don't know, how good is Axe? You can't take it over something like Tiny, right? Tiny's just quite a bit better than X. Okay, me and my man Pinty are going to be losing this round. Let's see if anyone else joins in. Ah, DPM, there we go. Come on, squad. I destroyed that round. Let's go. Why am I the only one? It's not enough to lose the round, guys. Damn it. $14.37 takes X over Tiny. That's interesting. Got a pairing here. Would you respect the double drow? Would you? I think I can't. I mean, I want to play for a better alliance. It's like drow is... Heartless is good, but only if you get Pudge early. And even when you get Pudge, it's only okay. I'd rather just have the Tusk. I'd rather just have better units. Having worse progress on better units in this case is just better progress on worse units, I think. I have to just singleton the drow. I don't know, if this was a worse warrior, if it was like Axe, maybe I go for drow. But it's also possible I'm underrating the X buff, because X did get changed in a pretty significant way. I still think I just like gloves better than Claymore. They're closer and closer these days with the more of an emphasis on early game. Veno takes a pairing. Veno of all units. What are you doing to me, game? I mean, Veno is even worse than Drow, right? This is a bad unit, right? If I just skipped Drow in favor of the Drow pair over the Singleton in favor of Tusk, wouldn't I sell out of both Venos for like Enchanting Mage? I think so. I mean, Tree is still nuts. Veno is a non-unit, right? I think this unit is straight up abysmal. He does like no damage. He doesn't do anything. So I'll Drow French. I think I respect Drow pairing over Veno pairing. Brooch over Claymore. Probably take Claymore over Brooch. It's a little close. Drow completes.
Our enemies will have nowhere to run.
I'll be losing this round. Bart's open forting. God, what a dick. Two units, I'm going on one. So we've got the open forter Bart, the 1 unit me, the 2 unit DPM. This little tiny's not going to accomplish much in this world. The thing is, because Bart's actually going open fort, I have to put a unit in. Because if I also open fort, if we hit each other, we draw. And drawing is even worse than winning. So we have no choice but to do this. Start isn't great. I want a second level 2. I can start winning on as early as 5.
I'll look after the rest.
Something like that. Looks pretty good. So we're pairing savages. Got 3 level 2s on the board. Ready to start winning boards and taking names. And we should just like win streak good stuff. I don't think we can escape that here. I mean, it's very arguable it was a misplay to go into elusives that game. I mean, I high rolled elusives and we still lost. I think we had a winning board potentially, but I mean, it ended up still losing, so that's kind of irrelevant. I can't take something like a PA here. I don't even know if I can take Quaff over Ogre.
Suffering.
Tiny pairs. I have to be looking at this interest point. I want to greed this. I really, really want to greed this. Tin Man's got a nuts board. It's just a fucking anti-mage. Yeah, there we go. Rewarded, dude. Oh. Could we actually beat this? It is kind of close in the realm of things. Oh, his Beastmaster died before. Okay, mine changes. Oh, she got her cast off, though. Okay, we lost. 4-second cooldown punch means we get there again. Please no X. Oh, God damn it. Dude, if he just saved his punch, we win that so easily. That kind of sucks. That's a pretty 50-50 board. We're pretty close to winning that. Abaddon could pair Heartless here.
I won't let you down.
I need to greed this. I need to hit this point. Dad, I've got to be able to hit this point, right?
I know I said
I can
had good
X9 this.
feeling
I'm nuts right now.
This
My
time
board
really
rocks. Okay. Tusk goes to quads. I think that's useless, right?
Good.
I don't know, dude. New Tusk. I mean, if 6 warriors is a large part of our range, and new Tusk is actually kind of nutty. Day by day, Tusk gets nuttier. Is level 3 Tusk part of 6 warriors these days? See, these are the kind of questions I don't really know the answer to, and I should. I just haven't really been playing this game or taking it seriously for the past week. I think Tusk 3 can get places in 6 warriors, right? I mean, 4-second cooldown. So we're outs if we're rolling. We're basically gonna be the Tiny. Tiny's 1 out. What are the odds of that Tiny making the difference? I think they're literally not high enough. Why would I roll here? Tusk is not good enough. It's pretty close. Tusk has no opportunity cost until you think about 3-starring him. Yeah, of course. And then he does. I know. Don't get me wrong. I don't know if 3-star Tusk is good. So we're win streaking, and we're playing for good warrior odds. We take the level here. God, losing to fucking Tin Man. Losing, at least his streak got knocked. Losing to Tin Man when we did really fuck this game up. If we won that fight, things would look a lot different right now. So Abaddon hits, which gives me the option. That's a nice option.
It is wise to fear the shadow flee.
Abaddon is just kind of nice. I don't really need a warrior here. Because we could be like Omega streaking right now. We could have a really, really good streak.
I think we got this.
It's fine. Heartless to this board is nuts. Wow, 4 2-stars. I think we win. Level 2 Quap is so spooky though. 4 2-stars and Heartless. Is this guy actually over us? Yeah, it looks like he is. I guess Druids kind of only half count as 2-stars, and we don't have Tree. So yeah, we're not winning this. I mean, we're not X9ing. But yeah, we're just not able to streak here.
Once. They won't do it again.
Wow, that's a nuts board for 83. I don't really like Slark that much anymore. And Necro hits. At the same time as Pudga hits, though. And Pudga's just gonna be good. Could have kept the paired Juggernauts. I don't know. My hatred of Juggernaut is probably a little irrational at this point. Ninja likes Dragon 6 Warriors. Yeah. I'm sure Jug's solid. And if we get him to level 2, he can get like a couple kills. It feels hard to fit in your endgame board. Like endgame Jug is 6 Warriors. That feels a little off. Contract can't be doubled anymore. I think we have to be in gloves. This is a pretty bad thing. I don't really like Arcane Boots. Overthinking 6 Warriors. Warriors are open enough. Jug and Pudge both take a pairing. Shouldn't have sold that Jug, I think. Should have found some other way to get that interest point. This is a pretty boring cookie cutter game. It's just efficient streaking, good stuff curve. I don't know. I do feel somewhat punished for last game by doing elusives. A bit. I don't know if it was wrong in that spot because the game was forcing us into it very hard, but at the very least, the fact that we high rolled like crazy and still got third makes me feel really bad about any build that's not pretty good stuffy. Hey, what's up, Panda? How's it going, bud? And Zur is also streaking. Our streak here is pretty weak. So if we sell out of Necro and these two, we can X9 this. If we take the free roll, we could upgrade something instead of X9ing, which I think is just better. And I think we skip this interest point now.
They don't hold a candle to us.
We hit Pinty's board. Going Knights. I'm just being warriors here. This is nice. It's good time to be in warriors. I don't know. Maybe we should have hit this interest point. The thing is, selling Necro doesn't really feel great. Necro is almost better than a level 2 Drow. Feels half the DPS. Her aura is not bugs anymore though, which is a big deal. But it's still 20% for everything, and there's no downside to clustering right now. I mean, Necro wants to be on my eventual board, so I can never sell Necro. Why was I thinking about selling Necro earlier? hit super mega board here. Xur on the full streak. He's got basically all 2 stars. Wow. That hurts. Oh well. I mean, there's nothing we can do to beat that. Our mages aren't good in this meta. They got D-ranked a bit when CM lost their power, I think. I think there's not a ton of people playing mages right now. I mean, the CM interaction was definitely carrying them to some degree. Here's Arc Warden coming in, which is quite interesting. We see the Treant most importantly. We can X9 this here with the Treant hitting an upgrade.
This is our moment.
And Arc Warden wants to see play. It's part of the reason we like having a Claymore here. Arc can use Claymore a lot better than Gloves of Haste. And Arc is just good to find. And we're happy if we find this Arc. I don't know if he can fit into this board yet. My board's very tight. It's like my Druids, my 3 Warriors, my Drow. There's just no way Arc Warden can fit in until I level up. But once I do, I'll be very happy I had him. You're not ecoing enough if you want to go get stuff in this meta. Potentially. I mean, these Juggernauts have been pretty expensive. But we've only lost like 2 interest points because of it. I don't know, I really just don't like Jug that much. Am I the weird one here? I think, like, even trying to give Jug time was a mistake. That being said, like, this Necro being on bench was most of the reason we couldn't hit interest points. The Jug didn't have much to do with it. I think it only lost us 1 interest point before now, actually. So that's fine. Which is profit would have gone to level 2. And putting the Arc Warden in is a big upgrade to the board. I mean, we can dip 1 interest point to put this Arc Warden on this board. We should have a pretty unlosable board if that happens, but we're still dipping 1 interest point. And I think our board should be assumed unlosable. I think this 1 point has more value here than this Arc Warden. Maelstrom's sweet. Maelstrom's super sweet. Great timing for Maelstrom. Freddy's streaking. There he goes. I mean, I think my board is nuts enough. It's gotta be nuts enough. Okay. My Maelstrom options here are pretty lacking, I'm not gonna lie. Claymore Tusk, that's okay. We pre-level. I mean, we should be able to hopefully build up some kind of streak here. It's hard to econ enough for like good stuff when everybody is trying to force it and nobody can really like get a big streak. Like Zizzer guy, this is the only guy that has streaked a decent amount. But everyone realizes that the early game is just the entire game to play for. So everyone's forcing like really, really aggressive shots early. Like look at this board we just lost with. Basically, I mean, everyone at this rank knows to just like have nutty boards or lose game. That's how the game works right now. Have nutty boards or just literally just get trashed out of the game. Hit Primordials for free, which isn't terrible. I don't even know why I'm building more Drows. I have no idea why I'm doing this. What do I think is going to happen? What do I think I'm going to accomplish by buying more Drows here? The one out I'm rolling for is effectively Pudge. I think I hoard this free roll like the greedy goblin I am. 1 assassin guy, Tin Man. Yeah, you gotta hold this free roll. I mean, our literal only out is Pudge. Dark Warden near Drow. Yeah, since I have Drow, it should be closer. How many Pudges are there? A lot of Pudges. A lot of good stuff, Shovers. 4 enemy pudges out of 7. It's a large pudge rate. I mean, I want to go to 8. Reddit build their jazz. Oh, it's Freddy. Wait, Zer's at 6. Is Zer on the Reddit build? Anyone at 6 on 17? It's not the Reddit build, is it? I don't want to use this free roll until later. There's so many pudges though. I need to make sure the clone's more cornered. I think corner boxing here is just the best bet, because that's the only way to make sure that my clone gets hooked. Like, the further I am to the side, the more likely he is to get hooked. And that's really important. Clone getting hooked matters so much. And there's 4 pudges in. Literally more than 50% of this lobby is running pudges. That's so crazy. I mean, it's all just good stuff, right? So on 19, we don't yet have a streak to protect here, which does kind of suck. But at least nobody else is able to streak. Everyone's board is so strong, dude. I'll take this level up here. 1, 2, 3. I don't know. I don't need to level up there. It's 1 gold. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 1 gold we can't get back. It's also not a big deal, though. Drop positioning could be better. Tiny Tank better for his ability. Tusk better backline DPS with the gloves. I think that's probably better right now. I don't know. The one thing is, like, Tusk having Claymore is actually kind of nice because he has, like, a free crit. Whereas, like, gloves don't actually accentuate his ulti. Like, his crit isn't a passive like PA's. With a crit like that, like, gloves and Claymore are gonna do the same DPS. It's just, like, more damage. Tusk's crit is manually activated, which makes it, like, favor plus damage over attack speed. That being said, I do agree overall. The thing is, I think at the end of the day, the chainmail wants to be on my tree. Because, you know, armor is gonna have some diminishing returns. Dude, everyone has lost so much health. Look at this. Look at this lobby. It's round fucking 20. Top player is at 67. Bottom player Bart here, you guys can see he's at 17. Everyone's lost so much health. It's so crazy, dude. This lobby is a fucking bloodbath. We have to mirror here. We have to just make sure we're killing the potato first, and then we'll mirror it back. So we want to go to 9 early. We can use a free roll here. What are we on? What are we even looking for? This Necro slot wants to be replaced with, like, I mean, a level 2 Pudge is a nice upgrade. I could get a Scaled in here. There's not a lot of magic. People have realized magic damage kind of sucks right now. Although Zer has 4 Scrappies. He's dealing so much physical, though. Okay, now we switch back to this side. Dawning of Ritsu. We got a fucking trashed here round 20 pack. I think Arcane Boots is best here. Feels pretty bad. Pudge hits, and Tidehunter takes a pairing as well, which gives us a really, really big hit if we go for it a little bit. I think I have to go to 9 before I do actual rolls. I mean, the next step is go to 9. I think we want to go to 9 before 25, probably. I want better odds at Arc Ward and Tidehunter. I mean, I can't roll before going to 9. My roll value is kind of low right now. I mean, hitting Tidehunter is a big upgrade, and it even allows me to put in, like, some random scales. My flex slot right now. Sorry, there's a dog trying to nap.
Pathetic.
Okay. So we finally found our streak. And Slaughter comes in as well. Which means if we're really scared, if we're really, really scared of magic damage, I can do something about it as soon as like right now. I'm not really that scared of magic. I mean, like I said, there's one board that has magic. And even, well, assassins do some magic. Ooh, this guy's got tied to already. Spooky stuff. Yeah, this just looks good. I'm pretty happy with this situation. By Phantom? No way. Not a chance. We're in good stuff. It's too late to be in it. We're not going to go assassins. We're too good stuffy. We're going to go to 9 pretty early here, though. The Maelstrom was a really, really big pickup. For sure. Tree is going to 3, and we're still, like, kind of losing. Tree went to 3. Did we lose this? This guy's Arc Warden went on the real. Oh, no, it's the fake one. Holy shit. This guy has a nuts board, by the way. He spent a lot of gold. This is Maelstrom damage coming in hot. Nice, nice fucking unit. Good shit. And on the streak to protect, we have to level up now. We have no choice but to level for these odds. Marana. I don't know if Marana can be good enough. Kanka. This is weird. Here's the weird thing. The question is, do we go 6 warriors? I don't know. I mean, 6 warriors is just good. Bart, is he dead? Dude, he's dead on round 23. That's what feels bad. I mean, I don't have 3-star progress. I didn't find like early dooms or anything. I don't really like going 6 warriors in this kind of situation personally. Oh, DPM streaking too. Get out of drag of 4 warlocks. Yeah, I mean, if we find them, if we hit. Here's Tidehunter completing. We have to play for this on the streak. I don't really want to go 6 warriors here. Am I crazy? Maybe I am crazy. It is a little efficient. It's just like, it's hard to be in 6 without Doom. Doom just makes it so much better. And we just lost our Heartless for a little bit, of course. So the question is it time to get out of Enchantress Tree? The answer is probably yes. I think it's that time. DPM streak got chonked. About to complete our penis. That feels good. But I haven't finished a penis in a while. I guess that's partially because I've played this game like 3 days in the last week. I mean, the Necro has to find a spot on this board. Lich hits. Interesting. Interesting. Could actually matter. We have Arcane Butsu. Very interesting. Interesting stuff. So we want to pair Ace. Maybe like a Shadow Shaman or a Bat Rider. Give us the value on that. Necro hits. So yeah, it's time to say bye to Enchantress, right? I think that's the only thing I can take out. I could get out of 6 warriors. Saw Ench and keep cheaper now. Yep, and that's exactly what I'm thinking. Saw Ench and put in Necro. 6 warriors is just easily worth more than this Ench. Lich is so weirdly designed. Ace of Mages has Heartless. Yep, it is weird. It's I mean, you could argue it's good design because it's like you might say he'd be OP otherwise, but I mean Heartless is kind of something that's kind of always designed in a really clunky way. Like most Heartless units you can't really run together, and some of them just make no sense. You got Moonshard here, which just has to be better. I don't think I can favor Bracers that much. I don't know. I think Bracers are pretty adorable. Don't get me wrong. Like, there's a lot of spots where I buy them. There's a lot of spots where I respect them, but just not right now. That being said, Moonshard kind of sucks until we get Doom or Troll. Pick a mask for Troll. Nah, it's gotta be Moonshard. Like, the fact that, I mean, we could so easily find Doom before Troll. Yeah, we shouldn't have missed that Bat Rider though. Did miss a Bat Rider earlier. Okay. DPM kills our penis. That's fine. It's not like I needed that penis anyway. I just really wanted it. 17? What the fuck? That's pretty good. Came in like one turn too late here though, huh? I mean, second Arc Warden could just be better than this tree, right? Is it time? It could be time already. I don't know. Tree level 2 is still kind of nuts. It still slows down the fight a pretty crazy amount. He shouldn't be second row. I'm kind of worried about blinkers. It's like putting him second row might have dodged this like Tinker Gondar fate, which is nice. And then Arc Warden is just carrying games. What else is new? Ouch. Second Arc Warden. So at this point, you're always thinking, what's my level 10 timing? I mean, I could do it as soon as 29, right? If I really want to. I can go to 10 as early as 29. 29 might be a little early. He's got his Pudge in the right spot. Won't be hooking my Arc Warden though. And Arc Warden's just good. As long as he's out of Hook, Ravage, Assassin, and Blink ranges, nothing else matters. Nothing else matters. Ah, what a unit. What a great time. Some units are just born to slap. And here's Doom. Is Doom even better than Kunkka here? Kinda has to be, right? Is Kunkka better than Tusk? I don't know, we could have taken a level here. I'm greeting the spot a bit. DPM again. She loses, she's probably knocked here. We're outside of her ranges on Arc as well. With the claw. Yeah, nice, nice, nice. Dude, that's so good when they hit claw. That looks like she's good. We're greeting this spot pretty heavily. I don't know. I do think like around 30 I have to start spending my gold a bit more aggressively. This might be a tiny bit too much greed. Because these three players are all at low health. Tusk's still on board. Guys, he's level 2. Is it fucking... He's kind of a chunker. Tusk. What's not chunky about Tusk, guys? Come on. I mean, is he better than Tree? So I do just go to 10. So we're looking to replace Tusk. We're looking for legendaries. A troll level 2 would be ideal. Arc Warden level 2 should be hitting. I think troll might be the only thing I want. I mean, we could go into Warlocks. This game's ending very soon though. Maybe a little too soon. Necro's already 2. Can't scoop for anything here. Alchemist repairs. I mean, we have to spend basically all our gold now. We have to commit Medusa if we wanted to get down from 6 warriors. I really kind of don't though. Magic damage is basically nowhere to be seen. We find Refresher. That's the easiest refresher of my career. Second Arc Warden goes in. Positioning needs to get fixed here. This is gonna hurt. That's a little sloppy. We need to fix our positioning earlier. The fact that we have 2 Arc Wardens could actually just be a misplay. Maybe we need to be in 6 Warrior, 4 Warlock version. The problem is, yeah, maybe buying that second Arc Warden is actually just wrong. Disruptor is paired. It depends whether we can complete Disruptor or not. And having the Troll Ace is pretty nice too. That's not happening. This is a pretty scary board. I don't know. It feels really bad to not be on 4 Warlocks. I have to run at least 1 Arc Warden on this board though. And if I'm running roll 1, I should run the second one. Maybe getting out of Warriors is necessary. Maybe Disruptor level 1 isn't worth that. So maybe the decision point comes down to whether my Disruptor is 1 or 2. That's down to 2 HP. 10 man's good on his board. Looks like another third. I mean, I feel like we have the weakest board out of these 3. And we're caught between the middle too. Our positioning, I mean, we basically have to assume one positioning or another. So this is really interesting because Witch Doctor completes as well. So now we have no choice but to be on this, which means I think we have to get out of the Warriors. I think that's the only decision we can make. So we hit the assassin guy, which is really scary. I think this assassin board might just beat us no matter what we do. So I think, yeah, there's no choice but to get out of Warriors at the end. We could have done it a bit sooner. For like level 1 Witch Doctor and level 1 Disruptor. I don't know if that would have been worth it. Like, we need level 2s. Oh, DPM gets second. We both died at basically the same exact time. Disruptor out might not be so bad. I mean, when it hits 2 stars, I have to put it in. Enigma instead of Arc Warden. The second Arc Warden could have been out, for sure. 4 Warlocks means cutting Warriors. Yeah, it had to. So we could have cut the Warriors a bit early, for sure. Why our move scaled? Because we had to be out of scaled. I mean, we could have lost like Kunkka instead, but I think Kunkka does more than scaled there. Second Arc Warden was a trap. I think it easily might have been, yeah. That's what I'm thinking. Like second Arc Warden, we could have gotten out of second Arc Warden for sure. I mean, at the time of buying it though, like we didn't really have the ability to go into Warlocks. Like at the time of buying it, we had like 1 Disruptor, 2 Alchemists, 2 Witch Doctors. It's just we found all the Warlocks at the end. Boxing is super overrated versus Assassins now that we know how they work, IMO. Yeah, I agree. It's still probably better than our positioning there, but yeah. Second Arc Warden also makes your positioning become very questionable all the time. Yeah, our positioning on that final board was the worst thing there. Disruptor out might not be so bad. Nah, I don't think we can there. Living up to EG third place memes? Yeah, maybe. You're a lot worse than Gara TVH? I'm terrible right now. I basically like haven't tryharded this game in like 3 weeks. I have like effectively no idea like what the best way to play is. I mean, I know it's like some form of like warriors. I know it's some form of like, you know, something like this, but I'm not sure how much I like scooping for 6 warriors there. Because 6 warriors are now kind of like the cool variants that a lot of people are doing depending on the spot. You beat Assassins by putting Tide on the back row, but that loses against the other board. You need to pick a board and build to beat it. Right, exactly. Kind of the middle of the action there is really bad. But yeah, I do agree the second Arc Warden was a misplay to build, I think. It's really weird though, because obviously it looks like a misplay right now because we completed all the Warlocks right after we built the second Arc Warden. In the moments, it could have been proper to build it. Would have helped to corner versus the Assassins. That would have given us a chance to beat the Assassins, yeah. I mean, in that situation, we basically need to assume we're going to hit one board or the other, I think. Just because we're the weak board there. I don't know, cornering makes us shit against DPM's good stuff board, though.